The demon spores are thick in the air. I smell the stench of the sorcerer. I feel a little nervous relying on Engel's bizarre intuition alone, but it's worked so far and we're in a hurry. Is he actually following the doctor by his scent? Or was that just an Engelism? There's some very advanced equipment in here, and these documents look fairly new. Maybe this place is still in use. There's a register of names left open on the desk. Maybe it's a student register. Look, your name's here too, Engel. The Dark Grimoire! I feel the tendrils of imminent tragedy! They have notes on some of the students too, under Higure. He acts as a neurotransmitter when excited. He seems to produce intoxicating or hallucinogenic pheromones. Physical exertion acts as a stimulant. The pheromone causes others to temporarily lose control of themselves, but its usefulness is limited, not currently applicable to combat. So it is actually a thing he does. I shall not allow the sorcerer to make me his pawn. I am the Crimson Angel of Judeca, destined to wander this earth alone. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but he sounds and looks unexpectedly heroic. It looks like all the students who were invited here have some sort of physical idiosyncrasy. How did you enroll, Kawara? How? I was invited too. I don't know why. Yours is just a bunch of numbers. I wonder if it's the explanation for something like Higure's. Uh-oh. No! The black miasma of inevitable doom draws near! We are approaching the gate of the abyss. I feel its foul wind. Let's go. The doctor is waiting for us. Could you wait a moment, Kawara? What is it, sir? We're almost done. We need to... I want to ask you something first, Kawara. You lied, did you not? Huh? Lied? Me? I don't know why you would lie about that. Or maybe you forgot. Even though it was just yesterday. Yesterday? After school? Like I said to Sakia, I don't know anything about it. We have to ask the doctor. I see. Let's go on then. Mr. Nanaki follows Engel down towards the innermost room. I have been trying to find the truth about Emma's death since this morning. Why would I lie? Maybe Mr. Nanaki misunderstood something? But that seems too simple. The plot thickens even deeper. Very thick plot by this point. In contrast to the rooms above, this area is dark and filthy. This must be where the fire was 5 years ago. I feel like I can smell the soot just by looking at the walls here. Nagaki threw himself into the sea of fire here to end the experiments. I wonder what I would have done in his place. Would I have ended it all like him, or... You're late, Mr. Kawara. I have grown tired of waiting. Dun dun dun. The Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein. Doctor. It wasn't just Emma. You killed the headmaster as well. If it weren't for you, the boy who went outside wouldn't have been... Why are you doing this? Must I repeat myself? I told you before, I merely disassembled Miss Void after the fact. I did not kill her. Do you think I care? It would appear that you need some assistance. I told you before, but you should already have everything you need to answer your question. Who killed Void Emma? Do not listen to the Dark Sorcerer's words, Textoris Melodia Funis. He will lay a spell on you. Perhaps the peanut gallery could keep its thoughts to itself. Oh dear. An iron grill drops behind me like an evil wizard's portcullis. I'm cut off. Oh dear, we appear to be shut in. No, the dark spell! So yeah, all of this is gathering up to make me think it was Ryota. Some way, somehow, Ryota killed Emma. What are you doing? Nothing at all. I simply have no business with them. I was waiting for you, Mr. Kawara. Now, let us return to our conversation. A conversation about the truth you seek. You have done unbelievably cruel things, Doctor. You were involved in the medical center here, too. Nothing you can say to me will change my mind. How pugnacious of you. But you are lacking in logic. What I may or may not have done has little to do with the truth of my words. I was employed at this facility from the beginning. No doubt you have already deduced that I was working on Operation Hatoful. Operation Hatoful? The plan to wipe out humanity with the Charon virus. Precisely. Oh, it does make me so happy when students read ahead and come prepared for the lecture. You are exemplary. The strain we isolated from the original host was extremely powerful, quite possibly the deadliest in human history. However, strains of such lethality tend to be fragile themselves. Charon virus was no exception. It cannot last very long outside of a host's body. In order to deliver it to the enemy, we would have had to send live carriers into their society and allowed it to spread via airborne infection. This proved troublesome. Charon virus, in addition to being harmless to birds, is ill-equipped to establish itself in our bodies. Fujishiro Nagaki, the original host, had a rare genetic condition which resulted in a slightly compromised immune system. In his body alone was Charon able to safely reside. Alas, he refused to cooperate. You forced him to kill human prisoners. If it weren't for your experiments, he never would have killed himself. Indeed. It had not occurred to us that the tests of the strain's effects would harm his mental health. We expected that he would be glad of the chance to avenge himself on humanity, but sadly it was not so, and we lost our sample. The project was put on indefinite hold with his death, but thankfully we did not lose his corpse in its entirety. I preserved his remains and have kept them to this day. I have been waiting for a new carrier to arrive. It sounds like this was a very labor-intensive project. Wasn't there a better way? Quite right. I digress a little, but there was a reason for our methods. It did not take me long to come up with a better plan. We need only compromise the subject's immune system, creating a compatibility like Fujishiro Nagaki's. Compromise the immune system? They'd die. Indeed. Even if the subject were able to become a carrier for the Charon virus, if they died to some other infection, it would all be for naught. Which is why I was very careful with who I chose. I worked on the subject over time, slowly weakening his immune system. I suppose I should count myself lucky that I achieved my goal in only a year. Yep. You are an exemplary student, Mr. Kawara. I give you full marks. Full marks? Yep. My head hurts. Almost as if some strange creature is wriggling about deep inside my brain. Are you okay, Ryota? Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you were all right. Emma came to the infirmary. To see me? You have come this far. I am sure you can answer this. What was it that you forgot? The trauma of it made him forget. Everything is hazy. I think my stomach is acting up again. I drink the medicine Dr. Iwamine gives me and lie down, but my body still feels heavy. I'm tired. Are you okay, Ryota? Yeah, I'm fine now. Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you were all right. Emma is reaching towards me. Want to go home? I'll walk you. Her hand stops. Emma falls to her knees, clutching her chest. Ryota, I can't breathe. Oh. She can't breathe. This is bad. My mother said to get home early. Everything feels strange. almost like it's a dream. I need to go home. Goodbye, Emma. See you tomorrow. Oh. You... She fell down before my eyes, and then... The experiment was a resounding success. Miss Void displayed the archetypal symptoms of a human infected with Charon virus and passed away. Once the virus is inside a human body, it shuts down the respiratory systems in a matter of minutes. Technically speaking, it causes an overreaction of the immune system, which leads to widespread apoptosis of the lungs, but more simply, any human who comes into contact with you will die. You see? You're lying. Emma and I were together since we were children. Of course, I only administered the live virus to you yesterday. All the things I've done to you over the past year have been in preparation for it. Do you recognize this? The Scarecrow's head? It is. Oh no. Yes, alas, the body is now useless, but I shall tell you about Labor 9, the being you call the Scarecrow. It's us. It's Emma. It is one of the Labor model new humans, developed by Dove Party researchers, but denounced as unethical. We birds have advanced quickly, but our physical capabilities are still far behind those of the human race. These new creatures were livestock, if you will, to compensate for that. The Labor series was a great step towards the beautiful ideal of coexistence with humans. With a human's head mounted inside an artificial body, they were durable and capable of difficult tasks. Of course, they never entered development, the project having been shut down early due to ethical complaints. However, I carried on the Dove Party researchers' will and created this prototype to be my sidekick. We didn't want too many other people snooping around and disrupting your investigation, so I had it patrol the building. And now, the next question. What is inside this bag? It's Emma's head. A human's head? No. Close, but you have to be more specific. I believe we had Miss Void's head sent to your classroom, but did you notice anything missing? Missing? When I found her in the box, I was too shocked to be looking for clues. I may well have missed something. Wait, he doesn't mean... Emma's brain? Oh, I had it right before. Correct. You do catch on quickly. Miss Void did come to meet you quite frequently. Of course, having been placed in Labor 9, she has lost much of her personality. Then she's... alive? But her body is gone. All that's left is her brain. Can we still call that alive? Alive or not alive? I don't know anymore. Can you save her? That is a difficult question. We tend to think of there as being a definite border between life and death, but really it's quite vague. Her personality still remained in this world up until a few minutes ago. But... oh no! You gave poor Labor 9 quite a shock, shall we say. No! Alas, Miss Void's brain is no doubt irreversibly damaged. The wonders of modern medicine can do nothing for her now but sigh and shake their heads. Yesterday her body, and today her mind. You are a far more twisted villain than I could ever hope to be, Mr. Kawara. I killed Emma. It was my fault all along. Why did it have to happen this way? This was all arranged for you. I had Labor 9, Mr. Sakazaki, and the headmaster help you along in your investigation. You are but one step from the end now. You must remember one more thing. What was it you and Miss Void told me long ago? Come, follow me. He holds out his wing. What lies beyond here? Emma is gone. The one who killed her was here from the beginning. Okay, wait, hold up. Calling it now. What lies ahead is a bunch of clones of Emma. I have nothing more to lose.
You are obedient, Mr. Kawara.
Wait, Textoris Melodia Funis! The demon spores are the thickest that way. You will not be able to return.
That's right. The doctor is probably going to do something unspeakably horrible to you, Kawara. Come back.
Thank you for bringing Mr. Kawara this far, you two. And now, goodbye.
Oh dear. This looks bad. Do you suppose it's poison gas?
His presence, mystic phantom, the avatar of miasma.
You do take everything in stride, don't you, Higure? Welp. 2 humans lie in a twisted pile. They are Emma's parents. She said they work as mediators between birds and humans. They were trying to say something to the humans barricaded on the other side of the wall, but they received only bullets as a reply. The death of her parents became a signal. The birds surrounding the little house across the wall as one. I can hear gunfire from inside. I can hear humans and birds screaming. We could do nothing but stand outside and watch. And then the stranger came and spoke to us.
Is there anything you desire? I will grant any wish for you, so tell me.
I answered, I don't want these things to happen anymore. My wish is for a world where humans and birds no longer fight. Even if I die, I want there to be peace. And Emma continued, I agree. I would do anything to make Ryota's wish come true. The stranger nodded.
It might not be possible right now, but one day I will make it happen.
Huh. When we were children. That's right. That was you.
That was the other thing you had forgotten. You have remembered, I see.
8 years ago, a number of humans barricaded themselves in a building not far from where we lived. Emma's parents were shot by the other humans, and many birds and humans were killed in the ensuing gunfight. Now that just makes me think of birds holding guns. Bird guns. And I met the doctor. I asked for a world in which humans and birds no longer fight.
You and Miss Void both said you would be glad to die to bring it about, and so I am carrying out your wish just as you had stated it. Even symbiotic relationships are not free from strife. In order to end the wars between humans and birds forever, one race would have to be completely destroyed, you see?
Why did you choose me back then?
Choose you? Why did I ask what your wish was, you mean? I assure you, it was not a coincidence. I am not so bored as to wander around granting wishes willy-nilly. I too had made a promise to grant your wish. The preliminary test yesterday was a resounding success. We need only transfer the original lysosomes from Fujishiro Nageki to you, and everything will be in place. I have granted your wish, though I did make you jump through a few hoops so you would remember your wish and understand my intentions. It would be the least you could do to at least acknowledge all I have done for you,
I don't care about anything now. Emma is gone. My wish has destroyed everything. Nothing good has ever happened. If this is what my life is to be like, I wish I had never been born. I don't want to see anything anymore.
Do not be anxious. You have no will to resist, so soon you will forget it all. Good night, Mr. Kawara. My crimson breast senses danger. Talking will just make it worse, Higure. It seems to be leaking in quite slowly. I'm glad we have a little more time, but it's getting hard to breathe. Wallenstein, you coward! Come out and fight! Cool! Oh, go on. sure. Hold on just a little longer. We'll get you out of there. I will try to open the cage. Oko, you see to the gas. Cool. Oko-san shall not fail.
Oh, goodness.
Much better. No one can say you slack off as student president, Shirogane. The Crimson Breast shall not forget this. You two alone? Where did Kawara go? Cool. Were you separated? Did Ryota wander off and get lost? No, he didn't. He got carried off by the doctor. Carried off? Cool. Oh no! No doubt the doctor is making him drink nasty protein supplements as we speak.
Ridiculous. Oh, although protein supplements, that was probably him trying to also use San as a test subject for the exact same thing, probably.
Neat. If we do not act soon, the funeral song shall herald the coming of the darkness. Why can you never speak in plain Japanese, miserable poltroon? He's saying that the doctor is planning to turn Kawara into a biological weapon. What? We can explain while we walk, assuming I don't run out of breath. Very well, let us proceed.
Oh, I feel it. We're getting so close to the end.
Kawara, are you alive?
Oh dear. Ryota's all spooky looking now.
Cool. Oko-san has a bad feeling about this. Ryota's not normal. Miserable medical man, what have you done to him? Why, if it isn't the son of the noble Labelle family. What is one of your prestige doing here? Your pathetic jabs mean nothing to me. What have you done to Kawara? I have granted his wish. That is all. It is almost 10. The human forces are gathered above. Mr. Kawara must now return to the surface and begin the end of the human race. Kawara would wish for no such thing. He would never harm a human. Right, Kawara?
Uh-oh. Yeah...
It seems he is hesitant to agree with you. Bah! He has been swallowed by the demon spores. Our voices will not reach him. It is time for us to go. He has but little time left in this world and cannot afford to waste any of it. He has but little time? What does this mean? His duty now is to fly about the world, spreading the seeds throughout all of humanity. It will be a feat impossible for any normal rock dove. Of course, he will be shot at as well. If he were to fall from his wounds, he would die before completing his task. Cool! Do not fear. Oko-san will stop Ryota here and now. Oof. Cool! There he goes. Mr. Kawara has traded his free will for normally impossible physical tenacity. He's been brainwashed. We have to stop him and bring him back to his senses before he reaches the surface. But Oko is stronger than any of us, and he was sent flying just like that. How can we keep him here? Kawara is very strong but lacks control right now, right? Maybe we should ask Higure. What? Him? He's nuts! Black Bindana! There he goes again, spouting nonsense. Wait. Kawara, stop! Ah! Oh dear. There goes Shirogane. The demon Red Eye speaks. Seal the disaster with the power of the Chosen One. He's reacting. How is that frail Luzon able to affect him? What is he doing? Hypnotizing him. According to the documents back there,
Higure has the ability to pull others into his own fantasies and break down their mental restraints. I was talking to the doctor about it earlier too. I think it's real. Mental restraints? Like how a desperate man can be stronger than usual.
The demon Red Eye heralds the awakening. By the power of the blood-stained hand, I seal the funeral song.
Cool! Ogo-san attack! Ogo-san cannot possibly lose in a fight with Ryota!
There we go. Perfect.
We're supposed to convince Ryota to stop while ourselves being drawn into some bizarre fantasy? This is madness! Don't think about the consequences, Shirogane. Just go along with it.
Prepare yourselves! We fight brethren bound with the red lotus feathers.
Do we have another RPG battle?
Yes!
Ryota Textoris Melodia Funis appears. Engel's turn. Alright. Black Demon Beast Silence or Pure Wings Awaken. Let's go with Pure Wings Awaken.
Textoris Melodia Funis! Now is the time to break Wallenstein's spell. Hear the call of the Red Lotus!
San's turn. Oh no, what can San do? Coo or Cuckoo? Let's go with Cuckoo.
Coo! A violent Ryota is not a good Ryota. Come to your senses.
Kazuaki's turn. Listen to us.
We're all trying our best for you, Kawara. Come back to us.
Sakia's turn. Let's go with Listen to Me.
Do you not care? Do you plan to destroy all we've gained? Stop, Kawara. This is not the path you must travel.
Huh? Question mark's turn.
It's Emma!
Jeez, Ryota, you're causing everybody trouble. I don't want to see you like this either. I'm the only Berserker-class character this story needs. Wake up already, Ryota. Ryota was defeated.
Kawara, pull yourself together. Do you want this?
No, I don't.
Cool. Ryota's a vegetarian and shouldn't exert himself.
I don't want to make anyone sad.
The remitter reactivated. Fascinating. It should not have been possible for some hours yet. Disease is half in the mind after all. Outlook is surprisingly important. I suppose this means my data was insufficient. This is the end, Dark Sorcerer of Wallenstein. Be judged by the Crimson Breast.
Wait, Engel. It's not just his fault.
Why do you protect him? He is the one who did this to you.
Tell me, Doctor, why did you go so far to grant my wish?
Why did I grant your wish? My reason is nothing of note. It is not worth telling. This was merely an experiment that has now come to an end.
You must have had a reason. You aren't the sort to go around talking to children without some purpose. I want to know the answer to everything.
The answer is nowhere near as glamorous as you were expecting, I assure you.
Good morning, Issa. Sorry to spring this on you, but could you take a look at these? What is it, sir? You seem excited.
It's amazing. The healers we got earlier.
Healers? Ah, the healer cells from last month.
Yeah, them. From the unusually old human.
Aiding science even after death. Can't we at least call the samples by their proper name? You've always been serious like that, Issa. These samples are like sweet lovebirds. Touch them with kindness and they respond beautifully. Just how many lovebirds do you have again? Perhaps you should call them pet birds instead. Maybe you're right. Anyway, look at this. We've been looking into cancer cell immortality. Indeed, these results are amazing. You're quite lucky with these things. It's all about love. Or intuition. That too. Kawara Ryuji is quite possibly the most gifted researcher alive. He has abilities and intuition that not even he can explain. Hey, good morning, Issa. Nice weather, huh? Makes me want to do something outside. It's already evening. I believe one normally switches to good evening around now. It's good morning whenever I get up, Issa. Get distracted by things like common sense, and you'll miss the greatest discoveries of your life. Sophistry? Hey, good morning, Issa. Oopsie, we're low on cash. Here, was this the one? I didn't ask you to pick it up for me. Here, take it. It's not like we're running out. You sound like a pushy salesman. Your right wing is injured, right? If there's anything I can help you with, just ask. I've been doing fine so far. Hey, good morning, Issa. Hey, can I say something? What is it, sir? I'm somewhat busy. You're always busy. If I waited for you to take a break, I'd die of old age before I got to say. Talking like this gets us nowhere. Guess what? I had a kid. I see. Congratulations. What? Don't you have anything else to say? Not particularly. Reproduction is natural for all living creatures. Of course, were I to become a father, I would feel bad for the child, given my habit of locking myself away in the laboratory. The only bird who I ever recognized, the only one I ever recognized as worthy of my respect. Hey, good morning, Issa. I brought you something cool. What is it? A fossil. Look at it. It's huge. You act like an excited child. Hey, I like geology too. It tempts me with spouse breach. I'll carry on your research while you're out then. Go on. Dang, you're cold. Hey, listen. Want to come with me on a business trip sometime? Field observation is fun. My next one's at the start of the month. While I am interested in your work, sir, I'm partway through a fascinating process at the moment. Perhaps another time. Yeah, I'll invite you next time then. I bet traveling with you would be a blast. Field observation is not exactly sightseeing. I'll make sure to open time in my schedule, though. His last moments were dreadfully anticlimactic. He fell ill with a disease endemic to the island. By the time he returned home, he was so emaciated one could barely recognize him. He had watched so many other birds succumb to the disease, so I was sure that he would die in this examination room, surrounded by his family. Issa, I always knew this was a possibility. Yes, sir. I don't regret the way I did things. No, sir. But I just remembered. I do have one regret. Yes, sir? I have never done anything a father's supposed to do. I'd promised to take time off for the first time in years. I want you to do me a favor, Issa. If you ever run into my son, can you do something for him in my stead? A rather vague request. He's too nice. He'd never ask for something, even if he wanted it. I suspect he inherited that trait from his father. Anyway, if you ever happen to meet him, you don't have to go out of your way to find him or anything. Very well, I shall remember. What is his name? Ryota. It's Kawara Ryota. Ah. You vanished from my life before I ever told you my feelings, and I've chased your shadow since then. Is this what they mean by quitting while you're ahead?
Or was it just cowardice? No matter how I study life, its past, its future, I will never be able to surpass you. And that was my only goal. Kawara Ryota, the son of Dr. Kawara, carrying half his genetic material and otherwise unrelated. But this boy, he may be the only way for me to catch your shadow now.
This has to be almost the end. This episode's going really long, but I really want to finish.
When your father died, my world was altered. One might say that his influence over me grew after death, both for good and for ill.
Kawara Ryuji. All I can recall of him now is his voice and the color of his wings. He rarely returned home, always leaving Mother and me alone. You did this to carry out my father's will?
You misunderstand. This was not just a parting kindness between colleagues. I doubt that there is anyone in this world with a stronger sense of duty than mine. This was his final challenge to me, and you see the results. But your refusal is hardly rational. I was trying only to grant your wish, and had you accepted, it would be so. Are you dissatisfied with something?
A world without strife, where no one will have loved ones stolen from them. That is the world I wish for. I never asked for a world where the human race is killed.
A pity that you did not say so 8 years ago.
What absurd contract was this? There's no power in prayer. I should never have met you. Doctor, my wish ends today. Father is no longer in this world. There's no reason for you to chase after his final will anymore.
Does this mean you are sympathizing with me? Oh, wow, how I have fallen. I could feel his pitying gaze even now. Very well, the contract ends today, and I must admit defeat. It is not over yet. We must open the gate of Tartarus in the depths of the abyss. We only have about 10 minutes until the humans come in from above. I see you're still alive, gentlemen.
Mr. Leon.
I bring with me all those who had taken refuge in the gym.
Whoa, it's like something out of a science fiction movie. I bet it was built by MIBs. Rad! Well, I guess nobody's panicking anyway.
Mr. Shirogane, I will recover Sakazaki's body before I leave. Have no fear. I am grateful to you.
The exit is no doubt activated by the vital signals of the researchers who work here.
Correct. Do not fear, I shall lead you to it.
Cool. The doctor is even creepier when he's being cooperative.
I do not base my actions on foolish pride or emotion. I carried out an experiment, and I have now obtained the result. I have nothing more to gain or lose here.
Is that everyone? Thank God. Shall we go, Kawara? Can you stand? Yeah. But we need to bring Void with us.
I think everyone else has gone outside. Doctor, I shall not forget what has taken place here. Once we are outside, I shall see that you face judgment. Your words are haughty and immature as always. Do as you please, if you can. I will indeed. Remember my face, villain. Well, who knows? I find you uninteresting, so I may well forget. I must think carefully about my plans once I am outside. I still have much research to... Oh.
Doctor! A gunshot echoes through the room. The doctor collapses.
Madness! There should still be time before the humans...
Mr. Nanaki? A pistol is in his hand. His hand? His wing? What is it? Bird guns. He wobbles over to the doctor with the same unsteady, careless gait as always. And...
This is the end of your research. Nanaki, what? Stop! The doctor should have a fair trial once we... A fair trial? What do you think, Doctor? Well, I am impressed at your acuity in attacking my uninjured left side. But of course, thank you. Tell me, Dr. Iwami... No, Issa. I need to bring him back with me. That's why I've done all this. Tell me, where is Nagaki?
Nanaki points his gun at the immobilized doctor. He looks quite prepared to shoot the partridge dead at any moment.
Oh, is that it? Oh, I had quite forgotten. Mr. Fujishiro's brother. He was a quail. Nagaki, are you here by yourself? Are you by yourself here again? You should play in the park with everyone else.
I'm fine. I would just get tired. Isn't talking to me a waste of time, Hitori? You've been busy recently, have you not? I know we're short on money.
That's not something you need to worry about. We adults are working hard to make sure you don't have to worry.
You're a child too, Hitori. You're only 5 years older than me, after all. You don't think I should be working? No, that's not what I meant. I can't do anything. I at least want to stay out of your way.
It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of the family, and we need you.
That doesn't help. With my body like this, I can't work, or go to school. That's just how it is.
You're thinking too hard, Nakaki. Let's go pick some millet in the yard. It's almost dinner time. A full stomach scares the bad things away, right?
September 2nd, 2180, Hatoful House, where the rest of the war orphans and I live together. I was always a little better at studying than the others, so I teach at the local school to help make ends meet. Going to work and coming home, every Friday we all gather together and have supper. There are children who go to school, and there are those who work, like me, and children like Nagaki who stay home. Our family is a patchwork of ages and lives, but we always eat together on this day. What should we have? We might have enough left over, or we could pool our money and buy something. I had more work than usual last month, so I got paid a little more than usual. I'll get something nice. I'll head home and see what everyone wants first. But this day was different. Our home was surrounded by security vehicles. It's an attack by the Human Liberation Front. We can't let anybody in. We sent 2 human negotiators, but they were shot. We're going to storm the place. Get back, it's dangerous. Hey you, are you listening? I remember angry shouts coming from every direction, but I couldn't tell what they were saying. The only things I could focus on were the gunshots from inside. Today was supposed to be our day. No one has ever been missing on a Friday before. No one can disappear today. We have to be together today, no matter what. When I went in, the gunshots had stopped. All that was left were corpses in ruin, and... Everyone is covered in blood, immobile. The humans, the security forces, and my family. What did we do? We had nothing. Our parents and our homes had already been stolen by the humans. All we had left were each other. Why do they have to keep stealing from us? Why? Why? Hitori... You were outside. Good. Nagaki, you're still alive. Everyone else? I see. Nagaki was hiding in the innermost room.
He must have heard everything from inside his hiding place. Human corpses are scattered throughout the room. Nagaki, were you afraid? I'm sorry. It wasn't your fault, Hitori. I wasn't here when you needed me. Don't apologize, Hitori. I don't know how I could live if you were gone too. When I found him then, I didn't notice, but none of the human corpses in that room had been shot. This will be our room from now on. The house is too big for just the two of us. Right. It's a little lonely. Yes. Hitori, what should I do? Isn't there anything I can do to help? Oh, that was Nagaki. Whoops. You just have to be happy and well. Don't push yourself. We'll find something for you to do, okay? I noticed almost as soon as we'd moved out of Hatoful House. He was never very healthy to begin with, but he was getting worse and worse. What would start out as a slight cold would turn into a high fever and go on for days. It was painful to watch. Was it really just his weak body? I couldn't do anything. Should we get a doctor, Nagaki? I'm fine. I'm fine. Nagaki, wait. You still have a fever. Don't worry about the dishes. I'll take care of them. I told you, I'm fine. Don't. If you just say how you feel outright, I'll feel better too, Nagaki. Okay? But how about this? From now on, I'm fine isn't allowed. What do you... Whenever you say you're fine, you never are. Okay. Go to bed for now, okay? Tomorrow I'm taking you to a doctor. This is highly unusual. Nagaki has a genetic condition which impairs his immune system. All living creatures inherit defense systems against viruses and the like from their parents, and we call them the immune system. But Nagaki's is abnormally weak, and that's why he gets sick easily. Indeed, he can become infected with diseases that bodies such as yours or mine would fight off easily. It's probably best if he avoids going outside, as that could bring him into contact with more dangerous viruses. He could become seriously ill with little or no warning. Please, can you cure him? I will find whatever money it takes. He's the only family I have left. I understand how you feel, but as I said, his condition is hereditary. I've never seen anything like it. I'm sorry, but I can't help him. We went to many hospitals, and I talked to many doctors. They all said the same thing. I can't help him. Someone please save Nagaki. Anyone. I'll do anything. We had been all alone, but we found a home together. And it was taken from us. And now this. Someone, please help us.
This story is so sad. Every single part of it.
Soon after the start of 2183, a letter arrived. It was from a researcher at the St. Pigeonations Medical Institute, a Mr. Issa Suma. I have received a report about a boy named Fujishiro Nagaki from a doctor at a certain hospital. I believe I know what his condition is. It is extremely rare, so my fellow researchers and I would be grateful for a chance to assist in curing it. We hereby invite him to come study at St. Pigeonations. We believe that solving the riddle of his sickness will bring great advances to all of bird science. The medical center will pay for his tuition. St. Pigeonations is a school of great prestige. Our curricula and facilities are among the best in the world. The medical center is located on the school grounds. We propose that he live in the center out of concern for his delicate health. He will have access to professional medical expertise anytime he should need it. Please consult with the rest of your family, and if you are interested, contact me at the following address. I will be waiting. Issa Soma. This is amazing, Nagaki. I'm glad we went to so many hospitals. I never expected an invitation like this. I don't want to go. I want to stay with you, Hitori. But you'll be able to go to school. I can only teach you what I know, and there's a lot I don't know. And you'll be able to make friends. The doctors there will help with your illness, so you won't have to be sick. Do you not want me here, Hitori? Of course I do, but I'm worried. If you were to get really sick, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I think it would be better for you to stay with the doctors. I'll be lonely by myself, but I can wait until you're better. Become strong, Nagiki, and then come back here. I'll wait for you, however long it takes. Okay. Aww.
And as we all know,
And so Nagiki enrolled in St. Pigeonations. There had been a lot of us at Hatoful House, and after that I was with Nagiki. I was lonely living by myself for the first time, but I was more worried about Nagiki. I hope he makes good friends, but he's never been very sociable. At least he will have an easier life there than here. And most importantly, they'll be looking for a cure. The summer of that year, he sent a lot of letters home. I'm going to be undergoing intensive treatment over the summer. I wanted to come home, but they said this would be better for me. How are you? I'll write again soon. I asked Dr. Issa about a meeting, but he said no. I'm not the only one here with unusual illness, and they have to be very careful about who comes in. Summer's half over now. Is it hot out? The basement of the center is always the same light and same temperature. I miss you, Hitori. I'm fine, Hitori. Don't worry about me. I was worried. Nagaki hadn't told me he was fine since he promised not to 3 years ago. What are they doing to him? Are they doing something bad to him? I tried calling Dr. Issa, but he always replied with, "Progress is good and everything is fine." If everything is fine, why won't they let me talk to him? I snuck into the medical center. I need to know if he's really alright. He said that he was undergoing intensive care in the basement. That must be where he is. How do I get there? I need to find the entrance to the basement. That was when I heard the alarm. I could hear urgent footsteps and the sound of wings. This building has all the most advanced equipment. They must have noticed me. But I was greeted at the corner not by guards, but by panicked researchers. All shouting the same thing, all heading for the exit. Fire! Fire! What? A fire! Subject 00 set a fire. Call the fire department. Black smoke rolls toward me from the inner corridors. Nagaki. Where is Nagaki? Nagaki! Say something, please! Where are you? It's happening again. Nagaki needs me, and I'm not there. I always leave him alone when he's in pain. The smoke is clogging my lungs with its foul stench, but I run onwards anyway. Nagaki is there in a room filled with fire. Nagaki, it's me, Hitori. I'm here to save you. Hitori? What happened? What did they do to you? Come on, we've got to get out of here. I'm sorry. His face is clouded. He shuts the door and I hear the lock click shut. Open the door, Nagaki. Hitori, I can't go outside anymore. I can't live anymore. What did they do to you? I'm a fool. All this time I thought you were getting better. Thought you would come home and come home cured. I should be the one apologizing. Nagaki, please. Come home with me, to our home. Listen, Hitori. I recorded everything that happened here and hid it in the library. It's wrong. This is the only way to stop them. What are you talking about? We can talk later. I can't let you die. Can you do me a favor, Hitori? Anything, please. Please, make sure there's nothing left of my body. And... Uzune Hitori. I'd heard that he died after the fire, but it would seem that our investigation was lacking. It is hardly easy to change your name and face. Nagaki. He's calling. He's calling me, you know. Issa, I came to greet Nagaki. Where is he? I see you're losing hold of your sanity. I'm serious. I've been waiting for this from the beginning. You told me what you were doing to him here, but then you closed the facility. I've been waiting for this, Issa. Waiting for you to open this place again, ever since I joined the faculty. He's still here, isn't he? Nagaki. There were indeed some pieces of him left after the fire. They would have degraded in mere hours had I left them. If it pleases you to call those bits of meat Fujishiro Nagaki, I will not attempt to stop you. But those pieces have already been transferred to Mr. Kawara's body. You won't die just yet, Issa. Don't worry. Don't worry. So tell me, where is Nagaki? I have to take him home now. If by Nagaki you mean what was left of him after the fire, then it is Mr. Kawara's liver. The cells from his body that contains the Charon virus are now inside Mr. Kawara, parasitizing him. Oh, is that it? I see. Thank you, Issa. Hang on just a little longer, Issa. I need to ask Nagaki what he thinks we should do with you. Mr. Nagaki comes over to me, the same soft smile on his face as when he teaches class. Can you hear me, Nagaki? I'm sorry I made you wait so long. I'm here now. Sir, it's me, Kawara Ryota, from your class. Please, snap out of it. I don't know what happened in the past, Nagaki, but this is not the time for such foolery. We have only a few more minutes before the humans enter the school grounds. It won't take them long to find this place. Could you move over for a second, Shirogane? I need to talk to Kawara. He points the gun at Sakuya. Sakuya, he's serious. It's too noisy in here. Come on, Kawara. Let's go into that room, just the two of us.
Well, looks like he's kind of lost it.
What are you thinking? Are you planning to lock yourself in? Open the door! Open, I say it! Issa said he's in your liver, didn't he? Where is the liver, I wonder? Do you know, Kawara? Sir, Nagaki would never have wanted this. He stares thoughtfully at my stomach, a knife in his hand. My body feels weak. I think I must have put too much into that fight earlier. I won't be able to resist. Nagaki. Nagaki. Nagaki, can you hear me? I've come to save you again. Where are you? Tell me. What part of Kawara do I need to cut open to find you? Nagaki. Nagaki.
Oh no, he's very clearly lost it.
Sir, listen to me. He moves the knife from one place to another as if making an estimation. He's going to... Oh, I see. It's hide and seek. I'll look as hard as I can, then. Just a little longer. We'll be able to go home in just a little bit, Nagaki. Together. Stop it, Hitori. The knife is stuck deep into the wall under my wing. I can hear Nagaki's voice, but I can't see him. The voice is coming from inside me. Mr. Kawara, let me use your body for a bit. Okay, go ahead. Can you hear me, Hitori? Of course. I've talked with you every night. You told me, Nagaki. Told me to come get you. Told me to exact revenge on Issa. No, Hitori, that was not me. I never told you to do that. Have you forgotten what I asked you to do, Hitori? The second thing. I remember. Of course I remember. So let's go home. Listen, Hitori. I am no longer here. I can no longer go home with you. Who said that? Oh, I see. It was Issa, wasn't it? Only he would say something mean like that. No, it wasn't him. Don't worry, Nagaki. I'll take care of him in a minute. Don't worry. Hitori, I never asked for you to come for me. I never asked for you to exact revenge. Who was it? Nagaki. It was Nagaki. I died because of you. You abandoned me here. I never wanted to come here. It was you who killed me. You killed me. You killed me. I will not forgive Hitori. I'm sorry, Nagaki, but I know that no apology will ever fix it. Sir, what? There's a shadow in Hitori's heart. His own shadow, pretending to be mine. Come for me, Hitori. I'm here. I know. I don't want to be alone. I don't want you to be alone. You will never forget me. You will live with me. You will live with your sin forever. That's what you want, isn't it? If you want me to carry this pain, I will, Nagaki. I won't ask for forgiveness. I won't. He's crying. Tortured by his own shadow. I'm sorry, Nagaki. I'm sorry. Hitori, I don't want you to be in pain. He's trying to destroy his feelings of guilt. He wants to be saved. If you're here, his pain will go away. Help me save him. Yes.
This story.
Hitori, I was tortured by them here, in this place. It was terrible. Issa and the others should die in pain. All of them should die. As long as they live, my pain will never disappear. Mr. Nanaki. Sir, you and Nagaki both lost those important to you to strife. You should know best of all that revenge helps no one. It brings no happiness, only pain. If I hadn't been there, Nagaki would never have died. I was never there when he needed me. I'm sorry, Nagaki. If I had been better, this would have never happened. Everything would have been fine if you'd never met me. If I hadn't been there, you would never have felt pain. Sir, why? Why do you think he was sad? The time Nagaki spent with you was his greatest treasure. I know how wonderful it is to be together with loved ones too. Nagaki is glad he got to be with you, sir. There's nothing to regret. Come with me, Hitori. Look at me, Hitori. Hear only my voice, Hitori. I will tear your heart to pieces, and when it heals, I will tear it again, and again, and again. This is your punishment. It will be wonderful to live with me again. Wonderful. Hitori. Please, Hitori, listen to me. The voice you hear is that of your own shadow. You've been hurting yourself all this time. Stop blaming yourself. I don't want to see you in pain. You asked me for two things, Nagaki. The first was, come save me. So listen to me, Hitori. My first wish was for you to make my body disappear from this world. As long as I live, as long as my body remains, someone will try to use the Charon virus. That virus must disappear and my body with it. It will only bring sadness as long as it remains. You asked for one other thing. You asked me to take revenge on Dr. Issa, on all those who brought you pain. Yes, I need to grant this wish. I need to... Hitori! My second wish was... No, Hitori, that was not my wish. Remember, Hitori, remember my final wish. It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of the family, and we need you. That doesn't help. With my body like this, I can't work, or go to school. That's just how it is. You're thinking too hard, Nagaki. Let's go pick some millet in the yard. It's almost dinner time. A full stomach scares the bad things away, right? What a beautiful sunset. I guess it's autumn already. Are you cold, Nagaki? I'm fine. Hitori. It would be easier for you without me, right? Why do you think that? I heard you and the others talking about it. Medicine costs a lot more than food. You're paying for it out of your salary, right? If you had that money for yourself, you could buy better food. You wouldn't have to work so much. So you would be better off without me. Don't say that, Nagaki. I don't care about fancy food or free time. You're more important than any of that. You mean more to us than you think, Nagaki. You were very young when you came here, so maybe you don't remember, but losing family is hard. I want to stay like this, watching over the people I love forever. So listen. Maybe it looks like I'm working just for you, but it's for me, too. Seeing you happy makes me happy. Thank you, Hitori. I just wish I wasn't such a burden to you. Stop that already. You've never been a burden to me. Here, have some millet. Eat well and we can sleep well, too. Let's hope for good dreams, okay? Oh, man. I hope we can stay with everyone like this forever. Yes. Yes. My second wish was, live, Hitori. Live and be happy. This game really does not pull its punches. All of this is so ridiculously over-the-top dramatic. Nagaki, I can't be happy. You're gone. I can't be with you anymore. Look at me, Hitori. I want you to live. You don't have to feel guilty for me. I couldn't tell why I was still here. At first I thought my remains, the parts of me that are inside Mr. Kawara now, were keeping me here. But I don't think so now. I think I was worried. Worried that you wouldn't be able to keep going alone. I can't, Nagaki. I can't go on without you. I don't want to live without you. You stayed here too long, Hitori. We have to move on. Don't worry. We'll meet again, somewhere, sometime. Mr. Kawara, thank you. Kawara, are you unhurt? Yeah, I'm fine. How unexpected. If it were me, your insides would have divulged themselves and their secrets long ago. Naruki, I will not forgive this man. Don't worry about it, Sakuya. It's already over. We need to get out. We're already out of time. Indeed. Nagaki was kept frozen here, right, Doctor? Indeed he was. The facility was sealed off, so it was hardly difficult to keep people from snooping around. I'm staying here with Emma. What are you saying, Kawara? Come with us at once. I see. Kawara. I thought you would say that. The Charon virus has by now colonized your body quite completely. Were you to leave, any humans you encountered would suffer a painful death. What? Was this your plan all along, you conniving physician? Surely there is a way to remove the virus. Alas, that would be impossible with current medical technology. Once established in the body, it is quite tenacious. Even if we were to remove the tissues from Mr. Fujishiro, Mr. Kawara would still carry the virus. Madness! Lunacy! The same goes for Miss Void's damaged brain. It's currently preserved inside a glass jar, but just barely. Indeed, given Labor 9's behavior and the subsequent damage she was dealt, there is no guarantee that her personality and memories are still retrievable. With current medical technology, anyway. Shirogane, let's go outside. Do you mean to leave Kawara here? How deep does your selfish nature run? We'll come back for him. It's impossible now, but one day we may be able to remove the virus from his body. I think that Nageki would say the same. Well, Mr. Shirogane, I think perhaps you would do well to respect Mr. Kawara's thoughts on the matter. I feel as if this one day has brought an entire lifetime's worth of fatigue. I just want to rest for a little while. I'm worried about Mother. Sakuya, could you tell her I'll be back one day? Listen, Kawara. Labelle, no, I never go back on my word. No matter how long it takes, I will come back for you. I swear. So, promise me, please. Promise me that you'll leave this place with me alive. Right. I promise. I'll be waiting for you. A lot sure happened today, Emma. Does this mean we're finally getting into recap mode, Ryota? I'm half sick from being stuck out here not even knowing what's going on. Yeah, I guess you only got to see bits and pieces of the story. Yep. So, will you fill me in, please? I guess we have plenty of time for it. I'm going to miss eating udon, but having you here makes things at least a little better, right? Where do I start? Everything that's happened, what's happening now, and everything that might happen one day. We have plenty of time to talk about it all. Oh my gosh, that was so ridiculous and so much, but it was really good. Right. Well then. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Be sure to come back next time. I think this is the end. Or actually, you know what? Here. Don't go yet. I can't fast forward it. Okay, let's time skip. Boop. Okay, there we go. Let's check gallery first. So that was the other one for the doctor that we just sort of skipped over because don't really need it. Right, and I think this one here is for like an alternate ending for these two where they don't wind up together, maybe? But that doesn't sound particularly interesting anyway. Uzune Hitori. This is so he looks so funny in that outfit. And Yuji Kawara. Well then. So final thing to check before we're done, because I think we're about done. I think that's it. The archive. No, there's one thing missing. That's okay. I think I can live with that. What else did we get? Hallucinogenity reports. Right, neurotransmitter. We've seen that one. We've seen these diary entries. The Goodwill Ambassador Selection. Spanish Influenza? Have you read that one?
Alright. Reference bird deceased. The death of subject 00's relative has been confirmed. His remains are stored in area D3, section 1. They are boxed and processed. So, they got the wrong bird. That wasn't actually him. But then who was it? Intelligence agent. Chosen to let the Dove Party agent who has infiltrated the school operate freely for the time being. A number of incoming students have proven to be quite fascinating. If possible, please examine the details in the attached document. I do not think they will oppose me. Let's see. Heartful House incident. Heartful House Orphanage in Area L9, Section 6 was attacked by the Human Liberation Front terrorist organization. The terrorists barricaded themselves inside, taking the residents hostage. 11 residents were killed during the incident, and 8 officers died storming the building. 2 residents are known to have survived, but their current whereabouts are unknown. I'm trapped here as always, but I noticed something new. It seems I can move freely along the vertical axis. After napping today, I awoke in front of the lockers in the chemistry room. If I remember correctly, the chemistry room was directly below this room. Am I able to move myself up and down through my own will? Interesting. Aves High City bombing. 2173, the Aves High City bombing in Area A23, Section 1 was bombarded by human extremists. Immediately afterwards, the Hawk Party spawned the Earth Crawlers extremist organization. Interesting. Yeah, I remember that. Well, that sure is a lot of stuff. And I kind of think it sounds like it's hinting at a possible sequel. Or, you know what, I know there's the Christmas special. I wonder if any of it gets touched on in that. Anyway, this has been a long but very entertaining but very weird game. Thank you so much for following along with me, everybody. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, all that jazz. Be sure to check down in the doobly-doo, where you can find links to places to throw money my way, or, you know, just to hang out with me on Twitter or on my Discord server or whatever. And yeah, comments are always appreciated as well. And I'll see you all next time when we'll be starting a new game. Bye, everybody!